And English both coming in with injury concerns. If you're just joining us, Hannon in, Nate Jones a very late out. Away we go. Viney immediately grabs out of the middle. Brayshaw back to Viney. So an initial clearance for the Demons. And Crozier back in the side, doing a nice job. Drives the ball forward. Bruce also having a run after being rested initially. McDonald applies a tackle immediately on Hunter. Bruce gets one clear.
And he rolled it inside 50, and this might be a golden opportunity for the opener. The collect in the end. It was slow, but Wiedemann completes the deal.
On Keefe, and then some more pressure on Lockie Hunters here. And he just wondered what was going on from the Western Bulldogs defenders. A bit ball watching. Crozier, Daniel, all got caught up and sucked up the ground in the middle of the ground, left Melbourne out the back.
I think they have every right to go up. When you see the ball in Dunkley's hands, he's usually clean by hand to his teammates. He missed Lockie Hunter on that occasion by a fair way, which then brought the pressure from McDonald, and then Melbourne just had the swarm around Bruce. Just a quick kick forward. Huey had numbers forward of the ball, and Melbourne holding their players inside 450. I think that's important. It's important for the way that they...
Viney, a second clearance. Brayshaw, Oliver, the big three. Advantage paid. The Demons didn't really want to take it through Vandenberg. Now he's got an issue, and he's stripped of the footy.
That's a question he's asking. You made up your own mind there, umpire.
Bontempelli, second inside 50 for him. Wallace has been good forward all year. Does well to bring it to ground. Lever takes it across the line.
They did earlier in the piece.
Yeah, umpire just waved him on. He wanted to pull it up. Choice back into play. English scrambled the kick away, top of the square, off hands. Lever, right spot, right time, gave it to Hibbert. Caught and just got away with that. So Lipinski bends it around. He got the kick and he hits the post with a tracker. Vandenberg spears it to half forward. McDonald with one hand. Eastonwood mobbing it up so well again. Bangs it around the body and he found Hunter. And they're on the move here. Hunter can go if he wants.
50.
Got a 50, so he faked against Adelaide. And that's his career set shot history. This spot, all grounds. Struck it across the face a little, and the fists come, and it's just straight through for a ball. Salem, Oliver. And he takes off. McLean overcommitted. It's a barrel to full forward. Fritsch read it well. Gardner jumped on him. Pickett. Post.
Johannesson back in the Dogs lineup. Smith, looping hand pass. That's nice work from Vandermeer. Stepped the tackle. Just hacks the ball forward. Melbourne have got the answers. Hibbert, talking about hacking, kicks it straight to Bontempelli. Inside 50, a third one in a row. It's a hat-trick of Shanks. Opens up for the Dogs. McLean should kick a goal. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective. The Dogs are on the ball.
I just was mentioning how important it is with ball in hand that you make decisions. That's a horrible kick from the Bulldogs. That's worse from Michael Hibbert coming out, and that's one of your best players in the competition. So work that out. Result.
So Bruce and McDonald. Smith. Vandermeer. Brilliant tackle, Brayshaw. He took him on, and he was never getting out of it. Back towards half forward. Lever got a big fist on it. Viney scooped the handball away. Had to go back and try a better one. Not sure it was any better. Not sure it was legal. English got through them. Gave to Richards. He gets a kick away. Spearman back for Melbourne. And Wallace beats the two of them.
To get back on the scoreboard.
16 goals, 8 this year. The Dogs' #1 goal kicker for 2020. And it has been Wally's world down there so far this year.
The amount of left footers the Bulldogs have got through the midfield, Mitch Wallace seems to be on the back of those, on the end of those, I should say, every single time it comes forward. Based on work rate, though, and he does well here, one-on-one strength with Harms, does the work early, protects the ball drop.
It's a strong boy, James Harms, too, so it sort of tells you exactly what you're dealing with 9-2, the inside 50s here for the Dogs.
Bruce, English, Smith. Grabs out of mid-air to Wallace. Has already got one. Falls on top of the footy. Players pile on. Breezy conditions at Metricon. And the ground just showing a bit of wear. It's had so much football up there in the last couple of months. Liberatore, there's that releasing hand pass to Lipinski with a bit of bend. Skinny.
There'll been a free. Salem, it's on the end of the handball. And Bruce crashed his way to the pack. Big pack mark. And he loads up long. Fritsch is down there at the target. Crozier drops it. Pickett, brilliant sidestep. Not quite. Tomlinson, Lockhart, tucked up against the boundary. Tybro's the boundary to Fritsch. If it bounces, he's away. Looks up. He's got the roller. Wiedemann, Melksham, millimetres from the deck, takes the mark.
Transition.
14 goals, 5 for the year. He's a pretty accurate kick, but this wind is playing tricks. And that was lucky to score. Behind.
Forward half again.
Big fly from Wood, knocked it down to Hunter. He missed his target. Vandenberg gave to Viney, caught by the Dax. Caused the kick to go to Smith instead. Late chance here for the Dogs. It opens up for them. Need to hit a target or two. Johannesson got down low. Brayshaw. Throw. Free kick, Williams.
Well, the McLean tackle on Viney was just as good, wasn't it? Caused a turnover through the middle of the ground.
Sets it up wide. Bruce couldn't really get there. Richards was in the hole. Langdon collects it. Petrarca. Nice ballet step. Is the kick good enough, though? No. Hunter. And he's already had a sighter from about here.
He's been good again, Lockie Hunter. Awesome game last week. He's already had 9. This is 10.
Goes for the pass instead to Bontempelli.
Oh, set up beautifully.
50 with his goal kicking. That looks good off the boot, but not good enough.
That is a strong breeze. It's
Western Bulldogs. English. Proust set to resume the battle. Proust gets the tap. Oliver can't get it clear. McRae can. Bontempelli massages the ball forward to a contest. Bruce fisted away by May. Dunkley. Smith back to Bontempelli. Another 50. Entry by the Dogs. Caught at the back. Wallace and Salem.
McDonald couldn't get the crumb. Sparrow does. Gave back to McDonald. Gets a kick away towards half forward. Bounce of the ball important here. Great attack from Hannon. Handball just as good. Melksham feeds it out. Big moment. Kick at goal from Wiedemann. Got it! Huge moment.
She got a contest here. Like the outnumber there from Melksham, but this from Hannon. That's just class. And then you get ahead of the play. So I think and this is a fair finish given the conditions we're seeing. I reckon you get, from this defence of the Western Bulldogs, who are very good attacking, you've got to make them defend in their back 50. And in that occasion they did. And it was a nice finish from Wiedemann.
Apart from Wallace in the first quarter who kicked his goal, the Bulldogs did enter on the other side of the ground a fair bit and found it difficult for their shots. It may be the way to try and come inside 50 on this side of the ground. The ball just coming back nicely there.
Tim and Braden. Braden wins it. Dunkley. Hunter back to Dunkley. Now Bontempelli. Lopes forward with the ball. It's a nice spear forward. Norton to Wallace. Measures a kick to Vandermeer. And that's nice by the Doggies. Originally drafted as a defender. 8 goals this season. Not easy with the windy conditions. Does it really nicely, though. Good finish by Vandermeer. And the Dogs get their third.
Who are you hitting this ball to? Who from Melbourne is in that position? What sort of communication have they had around the stoppage there? He's hit it down the throat of Dunkley. He was on his own.
Plus the forward not up in behind that stoppage as well to then put pressure on Dunkley if it does go to that position as well. So structurally they've got a little bit to work out here, Melbourne. When they get going, they're looking good, but on return...
A tough, hard-fought game so far. Brilliant pat down. Viney to the hot spot. Hits the deck. Spargo through the traffic. A bend around by Oliver Melksham. How unselfish was that? And a shot the wind played with down the other end earlier in this game. 14-6 for the year. Gee, that looked touched off the boot. And it has been touched off the boot. So
Pelly back with the flight. It was Sparrow. Opportunity for the Demons. Brayshaw on the lead. He's McDonald. Can't complete the mark. Butters up at ground level. He's not going to have the speed of Johannesson, though, who's happy to see it.
Just got a fist on it. Norton crumbed it. Missed McLean with the handball attempt. Brayshaw back to a loose Bruce. He pumps it back. McDonald got back there, got hands on it. It's a couple he's dropped in this quarter, and it's through for a behind. Ugly bounce. Blasts it back out. Williams drops it. Danger now. McRae mops up that mess, turns it over. They're waiting for it in the hole, Petrarca.
The Bulldogs' hands are always going to be dangerous in these situations, but when you're out like this, you've got to make it pay.
Lockhart, clever little kick. He's good. Here come the Demons. Melksham. Can he find a target inside? Decides to blast away. Melksham, the wind gets it. Not enough, though. Melksham, nice finish.
50, and that's when they were able to get the overlap here. The kickback inboard again from Lockhart. And just well played, effective disposal. Right way to come in, and Melksham just sat it up and the wind did all the work.
Yeah, I mean, that gives an indicator as well of what we're trying to deal with here, I think. And Melbourne look dangerous when they get through. They have since the start of the game. They just didn't get through.
It's like the Demons kicking with the breeze at the moment. Now Vandermeer takes under his arm, takes on McDonald, ran too far.
Jeez.
Didn't really want to go back across the goals in the windy conditions. Big fly from Wiedemann. Does well not to infringe. Now Fritsch. Can he find a target going forward? Spargo bounces off his chest, immediately gets Crozier.
I hear from Wiedemann. That was an enormous leap.
Tim.
Takes the advantage and the bounce. Does Lockie Hunter back in the side last week. Spots Bruce.
So Aaron Norton's the next piece of this puzzle. Hasn't had a heap of opportunity. Not a great day for the big marking forward, but he needs to get involved.
Bruce wants someone to come towards him. Hits it right to the teeth of goal. Bontempelli, McDonald, Liberatore. You know he's going to get it clear and gets it right through the middle, Liberatore. Nice little finish.
From Libba this afternoon. Weighted numbers there from Hunter again. And Bruce working hard, getting in behind Stephen May to help set this up as well.
He's been superb, Libba. He's up now to 10 possessions, but it's not about possessions for him. It's about where he gets them. They've all been contested, bar one. He's had 5 clearances, 3 of them out of the centre bounce. His ground ball work has been better than any other player at the competition. His willingness to get his hands dirty and keep his head over it. Now, the ultimate reward in a low-scoring event, he's just a heads-up player. I think he's been...
English to Smith to Norton, nearly. Pounces on the crumb, though. Turns out of traffic. Gave to Hunter. Loose it back. Bontempelli for the finish. May sits it up to the hole. No one really attempts to go for the mark. Keith waiting back for it. Tomlinson, Richards and Langdon. And he takes off on Richards. Runs to 52, just the required. The last 5 goals of this game have been goal for goal for goal between these two teams. Fritsch across the face, though, with that big pack.
Back, not on that occasion.
McDonald, Oliver. Hunter, Viney, the 2 number 7s. Viney takes on a fair bit. Bontempelli applies a nice tackle. Oliver out of the pack. Really good finish, Clayton Oliver.
Viney and what he does here, I think that sets this up for Melbourne.
So, just on that, I mean, this is a reflection on Melbourne's forwards because they're not getting ground ball stuffed up. So Melksham hasn't been able to get it done. Pickett can't get his hands on it. So your 2 midfielders have had to go down there and do what they haven't been able to do. Win some ground ball in your forward 50. It was a fantastic result from Oliver.
Side by side with Bailey Smith in the middle. Bruce palms it down. Again, palms into space to Viney. And the mark to Fritsch again. The Fritsch magnet. That's his set shot history. This spot all grounds, but not normally with this wind. That's a beautiful kick off the boot. That is a work of art.
Straight from exactly that spot. But the angles here are brilliant. You can see what Melbourne are able to produce when getting that free run out of the contest. A couple of times now, Bruce has gone to Jack Viney out wider, where he's been on the run, and it's been effective for the D's. And Fritz there able to run back into the space provided. Take an excellent mark, but more importantly, that finish is some...
Dying stages, first half. Bontempelli wants the footy out of the middle. Bontempelli, low ball inside 50. Hits a chest, but it was Mir. Kicked the goal in the first half. Smith, wide hand pass. Bontempelli grabs onto the footy. Dying stages. The Dogs run out of time.